What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the Animation Revaluation Podcast. I am your host, Lizer, and with me, as always, is Jay. What is up, Jay? Are you good? I don't hear nothing from you.
Stop, don't mess with me.
Oh.
Don't do that.
There was dead ass no sound just now.
It was probably the noise suppression.
Yeah, thanks, Discord.
Because I was like, hey, it's like, hey.
I ain't straight up, they hear nothing.
Yeah, but it was, I think it was a little louder, so it was just like, let's quiet that down.
No fun here.
Not that.
Oh boy, how was your week, man?
Huh? Pretty good. Pretty good. It's been a pretty eventful week for me, for sure.
Anything big happen?
Anything big? I guess I had a like a Asian lady in a monkey suit wish sing me happy birthday.
I'm gonna need you to clarify. I'm gonna need some clarification on this one. Wait
Okay.
a second.
So the boys took me out to eat Wednesday, and the place we went to, right? As long as it's within 3 days of like either before or after your birthday, you can eat for free.
Uh-huh.
And I shit you not, she asked me if they could sing happy birthday, and I was like, no, but my dickheaded friends were just like, yeah, do it anyways. And so I was just like, well, so that happened. And like, I think after we were like around the time of getting the check, she ran in the back and got dressed up in like the mascot suit and came out and fucking sang happy birthday.
Wait, so she was
I got a
actually
picture.
in a suit? Like,
Yeah,
in a
hold on.
monkey suit?
I have a picture. Hold on.
Wait, are we gonna dox this lady?
No, no one's getting doxxed. It's fine.
Oh. Let me check that off stream. Let me open up
Yeah, I was gonna
my phone. Oh my god. What is this? Ew. Why does it look like that?
I don't know.
Oh,
Listen, and it was the only lady working on the floor too, so we tipped her pretty heavily.
oh, dude,
I have to
hope
say.
so.
It was honestly, it was great.
That sounds fun, actually. That sounds really fun.
Yeah, one of us got food poisoning from eating fucking undercooked pork belly.
That doesn't sound fun.
Not for him, it wasn't, but
that kind of sucks.
yeah, it was kind of shit. I had a good time. It was just him getting fucking sick was pretty unfortunate.
Well, happy belated birthday. I wasn't expecting this.
Yeah, it was quite a week.
I think my week was pretty chill in comparison. I don't really have a story to tell. I sat down and I watched an anime with a friend. That was it.
You look different.
Huh?
You're looking different today. Was nice.
Yeah. I actually did get a haircut. Yeah. Debut, woohoo. Let's go. Anyway, what did we do this week? We watched the anime.
We definitely did.
Woo.
And we watched the ancient Magus bride.
Is that how it's pronounced? Magus?
Yeah, Magus.
Oh, I've been saying Magus.
I've seen like a bunch of like I've seen that word too many times, and I've always heard Magus.
Make America Great, US.
Okay.
That was bad.
That was really bad. Fuck.
Anyway.
All right.
Tell us what this is about.
I don't even know where to start, bro. This is just I don't. It was just really good. I guess we start off with it's like someone getting dressed. It's a young girl getting dressed, or like outfitted in chains and whatnot.
Oh yeah, she had like chains and then like a veil.
Yeah, and that was just like, okay, I don't like where this is going.
That's actually the picture I was gonna choose, but I decided not to.
I mean, we make it work.
Yeah, I figured I don't want that to be her character picture on the podcast.
No. Do you have another one?
Yeah, got this one.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And
Weird.
her name is
Cheese.
Cheese. I call her Cheese,
Cheese.
but her name is Cheese Hattori. And let's just say she's not the happiest child in this world.
No.
Like she just wanted to go anywhere, just not like as long as she had somewhere to stay. Yeah. And she got brought out in front of like all these people. What I assumed was an auction of some kind.
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm thinking to myself, oh, why are they like auctioning people off? And I was like, I don't know what I'm getting into.
Yeah, that's not legal anymore.
No.
Then again, we don't know what year this is.
True. But we did find out we were in London.
Yeah, they made that abundantly clear.
They made that really apparent. They just had a nice shot of fucking Big Ben in the back. I was just like, oh, I know that clock.
Big Ben appreciators be like.
And they start the auction. And, you know, you got like, I think it started off at what? Like $500,000?
Something like that. Yeah, it was like a couple.
It started off at $500,000, got to about maybe $3 million, and like, I wouldn't say he's cloaked. He's more of like, I guess, shrouded. He had like his a man walks in. He has like I guess I call it a cloth, right? Some kind of like, I don't know exactly, but it was covering his face. And as he walked in, the like audience immediately just started muttering like, "Hey, why is he here?"
Not this guy again.
Not this guy again. Like, and I was like, "Oh." And honestly, my favorite character so far, Elias. He makes his appearance. Elias. And he is apparently a mage. We don't know how old, but he's been around for a while.
Yeah, he's up there.
And basically, he walked in, put his dick on the table, and was like, "All right, $5 million."
No.
The whole room just shut the fuck up.
No, why'd he put his dick on the table?
I don't know where he got that money from. All right.
On that dick. Whose table is this?
But he comes in, he's like, "Yeah, $5 million," and they're like, "Bro, you can't get on the stage like this." And he's just like, he's like, "I don't care, $5 million.
I'll buy this place right now." Try me, bitch.
And he's like signs off a check with the name of like, it's Elias Ainsworth. And you know, it's funny because you're like making fun of Overlord. He's like, "Bro, is this Ains?" And the name Ains just happened to be in his last name. And I was just like,
I think it's pronounced different though. It's like Ains.
It's like Ainsworth. But it was just kind of funny that it was there. I was just like,
It was like back to back too, because I was like, "Ains, is that you?" And then he's like, "Oh, hello, Ainsworth." I'm like, "Huh?"
I was like, wait. He's like, wait.
Who?
And basically he's like signs a check, pays off for it, and he approaches Chise like immediately, and he's like, yeah, keep your head up, like really motivational stuff, like right off the bat. You're just like, not, you're about to become something great, so you do not want to like keep your head down.
Mm-hmm.
You always want to look up, and you definitely want to always look at someone that you're talking to, or someone that's talking to you, kind of like in an obedience kind of way. And I was like, I don't like the vibe quite yet.
It's funny that you took it that way, because I took it as like he sees the like the depression, and she's constantly looking down. She won't look anyone in the eye. So I saw it as him being like equal footing, like look in the eye, let them know you exist.
And I think it's around this point that, he kind of realizes that she can see, like, she has, like, I would say a gift, like a particular gift that lets her see, say, mythical creatures, I'd say, to keep it simple. And he's already just like, you're quite the rarity. And that right there kind of just like piqued my curiosity.
Like, what makes her so special?
Right. And so he has that talk with her real quick, and like immediately like pops off the chain. Like as soon as he popped the chains off.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, I'm invested. I was like, I don't know where this is going, but I'm already loving it. And then I think he picks it. I think he picks her up, and just like I'm blowing his pops, we'll stand and fucking TPs out.
He literally TPs.
And it was just like, oh, he's just built different. I was like, oh.
Who gave this man host commands?
Bro. / game mode.
/ game mode 0. TP.
And they actually teleport to what I'd like to call a pretty house, actually.
Yeah.
Very nice looking house.
Like in the countryside.
Yeah, in the countryside, right outside of London. And we are introduced to, I'd say, the maid of the house, but I don't know exactly what she is.
I'd
so she lives, and her name is Silver.
Silkies.
She doesn't say much.
Nah. Literally the only word she said, and I don't even know if it was much of a word or rather just an onomatopoeia, was stare. Like just that Japanese trope of just going stare.
I didn't hear that, but I was just, maybe. But we don't really have too much about her character, but she takes care of the house, preps all the meals. We find out she's actually a fairy. Don't know of what exactly, but she prefers. I don't think we actually see her that much outside the house, huh?
Yeah, and like in the things we saw together, they never like mentioned her backstory. It does come up though.
I'm looking forward to that. Let's see.
Priest?
I'm looking for I don't remember his name off the top of my head.
Oh, Simon.
Simon.
Yeah, Simon Calm.
Yeah. So Simon is a priest in the nearby town. Like, again, not he's a priest at the church not far from the house that they're gonna be living in, or they were living in. But it was mentioned once or twice that he was someone that was looking over Elias, and I was like really confused because I was like, how does, like, you know, he's human, keep up with someone like him who we don't even know what he is?
Because Elias
And
is like neither human nor like
nor
fairy.
no, he's
Pretty
like
much
some
every magical creature has been classified as fairy in this universe.
and we don't even get that.
I thought that was weird. Like every magical being, it's classified as fairy.
It's a fairy.
Yeah, and then like there's categories like fae, hellhounds, or whatever the hell it was.
Mhm.
They do hint though that like Elias, I keep wanting to call him Elias.
Mhm.
Elias like owes them favors, owes the church favors.
Right.
So I guess that's how he's probably just assigned to like just keep watch, make sure the favors get done.
Because I think he came up with like 3 envelopes
Yeah.
one time and was just like, hey, these are for you.
Have fun.
And I was just you have like their minor the minor fairies that are like they were fairies when I don't even
Did you watch the anime?
it's the ones in, when she's
chick Tuesday.
yeah
Yeah.
it's like those because
Fucking
when they
Tuesday.
first got there, yeah, no, but like when we first like when Chise first got into the house, cleaned up and all that, but Elias never really said anything about like the fairies that were like quote unquote in quotations neighbors,
Uh-huh.
and there's like an incident of where Chise follows one of the fairies out into the forest in the middle of the night. And during all of this, Elias already knows that like where she is because of something that he gave her. It's like basically a charm. It looks like it's made out of jade.
It's a donut.
Okay. It looks like it's anything with a hole in the middle that's circular is a donut to you.
I didn't say that.
That then
I'd probably have a fucking dresser full of donuts.
okay. But anyways, they got Chise to like maybe about as close to the portal to like the fairy's homeworld as possible, and she immediately is just like, there's a reason why I'm here. There's a reason why Elias, like, why he bought me. There's like a reason why he brought me here. He's being nice to me and all that. And the fairies are just like, you don't have to stay here with him. You can stay with us, and you'll be happy like for the rest of your life.
Hmm.
And this is kind of like a pretty big thing for Chise, but Chise was like, hey, whether I know I belong here or not, Elias has already told me that this is my home, and that he said I could stay as long as I like right off the bat.
Yeah, and nobody's ever said anything like that to her before.
No one's ever said anything like that before to her.
Which makes me the big sad.
Yeah. I was not okay. But then Elias appears out of nowhere and he says to Chise, you're not supposed to be out here. You know, it's really dangerous being out here in the middle of the night on your own. Mind you, he came out of nowhere. It wasn't just like he was on a stroll or anything. Like, he literally came in like from the background. And I would have thought I would notice like someone walking out of the fucking, like, out of the darkness like that.
Especially like a 9-foot tall dude.
We're just like, oh, okay. But let's see. But after a bit of time, you know, especially after like that whole Chise knows why, like, she wants to stay with Elias. Elias is just like, I'm gonna make you my bride. And she's just like, huh?
Just
and
nonchalant about it.
Yeah, he's just calm. And I was very concerned because I was like, wait a minute. I don't like this. It's like, we just took a massive jump. We just like, you just got her home like today.
Mail order bride.
It's like, oh, okay. But from that point on, they actually have like a really, I'd say a pretty nice relationship from just like a first like meet standpoint, which is actually honestly rare to see.
Yeah, there's no like, what's the best way to say it? Like, it doesn't get overtly awkward between them. Like, it feels very comfy at all times.
So it's a very warm atmosphere with those two.
Yeah, made me feel things.
And then like episode, I think it's the next episode, they actually I think it's episode 3, they go into town to kind of like see
oh, when they meet Best Girl.
It was episode 2. They meet Angelica.
Yeah, let's go. Waiting all week for this.
And she is an artificer as well as a mage. And she has I think a kid, right? I think it's a young girl. Her name is Althea.
You know what that means?
Oh.
Makes her a MILF. Let's fucking go, boys. We got a MILF. A magic MILF, bro. Double M. The double M matches the double D's. Okay, I'm done.
I have never seen him this excited before. And she has a familiar named Hugo.
Oh, the trap.
Yeah. I would have never been this confused in my life trying to figure out.
It's a Stolf all over again.
It's not. This is Hugo. I was very confused. Oh, so
Does he
this
have,
is
like,
this,
Stockings hair from Penny and Stocking. I didn't notice that before.
But where it was like, oh yeah. So Angelica and Hugo basically they stopped off to get. They were supplying Elias and Chise with some like materials, and I think one of the like the one of the crystals that like caught her eye, and she was like, "Okay, I want to try this."
Oh, to like channel her magic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's like,
at this
and
point, nobody knows why Elias has chosen her. Just that she has like potential.
yeah,
So I guess she was just curious.
and the simple phrase that that Angelica told Chise was, I think she asked her what her favorite flower was.
Yeah.
And it kind of flashes into Chise being in a whole like entirety of a garden. And after a while, it's just like she comes back and the crystal's like huge, and also like there's just like a massive like crystal, like almost just like the garden in her flash.
Yeah.
Around her.
Because like Angelica showed her how to do it basically, and like made one singular flower bloom, and was like, "Here, you try for your first time." And yeah, she makes like an entire garden, and to the point that like it started to almost catch up to Angelica, and it was surrounding her, and Elias had to come and like stop it. This is Elias here, by the way. He had a human form in this episode.
Yeah.
That's to blend in.
He's just stealth.
He kind of looks like the other dude. It's like
he looks like fuck, what's his name?
We'll mention him when we get to him.
Yeah. But she's a really nice lady. Also, they actually end up running into her again like later on. Oh my god.
I mean, I'm always happy to run into her. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
There was 2 characters in this entire show that I was like, they're not main characters, but I want to see them more. And she's one of them.
Oh man, I know what the second one is.
Oh, do you?
Perhaps. But they get what they need and head back to the house. I'm gonna probably cut this off at like episode 6 for a specific reason.
To be honest,
it's fine. I got you.
Yeah.
So we just went. So that was the end of episode 2. Episode 3 was what? This was
dragon one.
Yeah, this was her meeting like the dragon.
Dragon is nuts.
Stop. Stop.
Please.
And after a bit of getting abducted by a dragon, basically.
Literally.
Yeah. Literally abducted by a It's like, well, it's like you gotta do a little bit better, you know, bringing your wife everywhere. Mind you, it's only been 2 episodes and like the whole world knows about Chise. So now I'm just very concerned.
Which gives more credence to like, who the fuck is this guy? Why does everyone know about him?
Right. Cause I guess news travels fast in like the Magus world.
Yeah, they're all just gossipers. It's the fairies, like the Fae. They're talking shit, flying around talking shit to everyone.
The Fae always be talking shit. I swear.
Can't trust the Fae, bro.
And let's see.
This is where we
meet Lindell.
Linderbaum.
Linderbaum.
It's called Lindell.
Now,
I chose this as a picture because it's the perfect like explanation of his character. Like he doesn't really care about any situation as to like what happened.
Yeah. So he is. See, we kind of memed on this, saying that This was Santa after a few episodes.
He is Santa.
But he's like a really, I guess he's always been a calm person, and he unironically looks after like all the dragons at the the place he's at. I don't know exactly what to call it, but it's like a dragon
dragon alcove.
Yeah, smack middle like nowhere, by the way, which it was purposely done. It was just done purposely. It was like, yeah, they had said something about making sure the humans never find out about the dragons ever again. So that kind of insinuates that something bad happened.
Ever seen Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Perhaps.
They killed all but 2 of them.
Never heard of it.
Him. Something bad always happens to dragons and like these things.
Can't get away from it, honestly.
Yeah. Usually dragons are getting hunted or fucking hunted, murdered, used for transportation and stuff like that, used for guarding, being tied up, forced to graduate. Something bad always happens to a dragon.
That last one kind of hurt.
I'm sorry.
But long story short, Lindell's a mage as well as a nomad.
Yeah.
Well, a former nomad?
I guess, yeah, because he just stays there taking care of the dragons now. He's also super old. He's older than Elias.
I think he's like 100 and something. I think.
I think he's that many years older than Elias.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. I don't ever want to be 100 and something years older than anyone.
And and then she say while Elias is just kind of taking the load off, basically, or they actually Lindell and Elias, they go off and have their like catch up moment, and Chisei actually makes friends with a bunch of smaller dragons, and one of the elder dragons who is nearing their lifespan, and his name is Nevin. And oh man, did Nevin make me almost want to cry.
I didn't even get a picture of Nevin.
I have a picture. Nevin is a...
I don't want to talk about Nevin.
Keep it brief before I make myself sad.
Aw.
Before I make myself sad. He's basically a Dragonite used to fly in the skies, but now is, due to his age, he's like, his scales are peeling, and he's found his place where he's gonna kind of stay and become a tree. Essentially, he went on about wow, I kind of like never remember his name. It was bad.
I don't know what you're talking about, so I can't even help.
It's the I don't mind, but what's happened? I can't think of his name again.
Lindell?
Lindell, thank you. Lindell put a seed like somewhere on Nevin, like once he noticed that it was coming around to that time, so that when Nevin died, he would naturally turn into a tree. And in this entire like landscape where the dragons were staying, you can see a whole bunch of like different dragons. They make up the landscape of this place.
Trees.
It's like trees. Some of them were just like rocks in the lake. Yeah. And I was just like, this is just nice.
Now that they were saying like that they're more than happy to go back into the earth and like that kind of thing. That's why they do that. But did
Yeah.
they mention that if it was just his type of dragon, or do like all the dragons end up like that?
Just specifically that kind.
Because we have like
Ends
the
up like
long
that.
neck one, and then, like the fucking one that looks like a goat.
Yeah. But those specifically turn into trees. They return to the earth. And I found that kind of wholesome.
I want to return to monkey. When I die, I become a monkey.
But due to Chise's unknown abilities, because she basically uses magic without knowing. She shares a memory of Nevin's, and Nevin's flying in the sky for one last time. And they basically have a moment together where he's thanking her, you know, even though she doesn't know what she's doing, for showing him this. You know, he's spending his last moments, even though he's physically stuck, like, on the ground because of his age. He got to experience flying one more time because of her.
Yeah, that made me sad.
Okay.
Like, I'm not even gonna dance around it. That just made me sad.
I had to check on you a little bit after that episode. I had to make sure you're okay.
I remember like the credits roll. You were like, "You good?" I'm like, yeah, I'm sad, but I'm good.
And basically that ended, and the last thing that he said to Chise was, when the time comes, come back here and make your wand out of one of my branches. And I was just like, oh, what a goodbye.
Come back and desecrate my corpse.
You just had to ruin it. I was just gonna leave it at that. But you just had to take it a step further. It was just like, oh, we're just gonna make it worse.
Sorry, I can't help it.
I mean, you can, you choose not to.
Yeah. I woke up and drank dumb bitch juice, and now here I am. Doing dumb bitch shit.
Let's see. At the end of the episode, they basically just go home, and Chise basically passes out. You know, once again, not knowing how this happens.
She was in full on coma.
Yeah, she was out for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to be like.
And the
response?
No.
Just dead air. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. 2 week nap's nice.
Yeah, sounds nice. Like, sorry, I got a COVID test result back. I gotta take 2 weeks off and just sleep.
Next episode. How do I sum this up?
Picture for this episode.
Which one is it?
Introduce the characters first. Who do we meet?
Well, we got we got Renfred.
Wait, what?
Or Mikhail. This guy. We don't see too much of him, but it's this guy.
I think you're skipping an episode.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh.
Remember, she was asleep for 2 weeks. How did she wake up?
Good question.
Shit.
I don't know, it's been like 4 days. Hold on.
Gotta introduce these guys.
That's 6.
Oh, it's not.
That's 6.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
How?
That's episode 6.
What?
Yeah.
Doesn't she go into the coma and then meet the cat?
Right. The cat's not in this episode. The cat's not in that episode. The cat's in episode 4. They meet.
I hate it here.
It's okay.
I wanted to talk about Titty Anya.
We can get. That's why I said we'll stop at 6. That's
Yeah,
when
I
6
said it.
happened. Huh? That's Mina.
Ooh.
Mina is the wife of Matthew and was the person that was tricked. Matthew got tricked by another mage, hence why all the cats in that village hate sorcerers. Well, I'll get to that. But basically, Mina got sick. Matthew asked for mage's help to pretty much make her feel better. He got scammed, hard scammed, and he basically started killing cats. Oh man,
corpses and shit, just
bro. I don't want to talk about this episode too much because this is just too. That one was just kind of too much for me. Yeah, Matthew got fucking ganked basically, and when it came down to testing what the mage had told him, which was, I think the mage's name was Cartophilus.
Yeah. It's this guy.
And Cartophilus said, yeah, we're gonna need like cat's blood so I can make like the antidote and have her drink it. And when it got made, she drank it, she fucking turned to goo.
That sounds so weird out of context, but that's literally what happened. She just turned to goo. Like he was holding her, looking her in the eye, and then she was goo.
Goo.
Like instant 2 frames. It's fucking she frame perfect transformation.
I was like, oh, okay. But we learn about that, and it becomes quite a issue because I think it's like there were kind of like people going missing, pretty much. But it was due to like people making kind of like sacrifices at this lake, in a sense. But what they had found out was that it was the whole reason of why people were disappearing. It was because of like interrupted souls and Mina's torment of what had happened to her.
Mind you, the whole Mina thing isn't like something new. Like,
no, this has been an ongoing thing. Yeah, it's been going on for a while. And they meet a bunch of cats, and the cats knew a lot about like what was going on here for the past like 100 years or so. And all the cats have like a king. At the time of when all the cats and stuff were getting murdered and all that, my boy Tim was the king of the cats.
Tim the Tat Man.
Tim the Tat Man, the cat. But basically what the king is willing to do is always sacrifice themselves so that the rest of the cats could live on.
Yeah, they do the whole cats have 9 lives thing, except the king because he has to sacrifice himself.
Yeah. And that situation gets solved pretty easily, actually. Due to Chise being able to fucking, I don't know, get into people's dreams.
OP, bro. She's just fucking OP, but she doesn't know she's OP.
She subconsciously gets into people's like souls.
She hacks. It's not fair.
And I guess maybe the next episode, I'll say, is like the ending of this story, which is 2 more mages appear by the gentleman I mentioned earlier, which
Michael?
is Mikhail. Is it Michael?
I don't know.
It looks Michael, but I've seen Mikhail.
Mikhail.
Yeah. So we got Renfred and his apprentice, Alice.
I kind of like Alice, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Alice is a homie. And not only is she the apprentice to Renfred, she's also his bodyguard.
Yeah.
And he actually kind of they had a moment where we don't actually get to see too much of her yet, but it's a bit more rewarding later on. But the reason why these two kind of appear is that they confront Elias and Chise about what Chise is, and this is like maybe the third time this term has been used, and it's called the slave baggie. And apparently a slave baggie is it's a human that has supernatural abilities that can see. They have something called the sight, I assume. That's what That's what I heard what it was called. But they also have innate like magical talent, and like they're just a resource. However, they don't live that long. And they came to really tell Chise that, hey, yeah, he's kind of just like using you to see if his ideal to preserve you, to keep you from dying, will work. And she's not bothered by this at all whatsoever. She's like, I'm okay with this. If it works, it works. You know,
yeah,
and
because otherwise she was gonna die anyway.
Yeah, she was just gonna die anyways. But we find out that she's quite powerful, even though she may not know what she's doing, but she's also like a danger to herself.
She's like burning through the magic too quickly.
Yeah, she subconsciously uses magic. And that's why most of the problems have been getting fixed, or like she'd end up in like a dreamscape with like someone else. Really weird how it works, but very interesting to say the least. And after this whole fiasco, she passes out for like 2 weeks. and she like and then she wakes up. She doesn't even like wake up yet. She's just like kind of knocked out in the forest somewhere. She doesn't even like sleep in the house. Elias had said something about like natural recovery, you know, being outdoors is like being in the forest, or like it's like sleeping near like a moving body of water, like refreshes the body a lot faster than sleeping in a home. And I take his word for it, because that nigga's been around for a while.
I don't know, I call it bullshit. Like, would you rather have someone throw you in a fucking field or have someone throw you in your bed?
Depends on how comfortable the field is.
It didn't look that comfortable, I'll be honest.
Probably not, but whatever she was sleeping on in the forest, that looked kind of comfortable.
Yeah, she had like fairies surrounding her, like these fucking sheep things. I know what I would rather lay on though.
Is it Titania?
I don't have to answer that. This is entrapment.
This is entrapment. But this is yeah. They're approached by the Queen of Fairies, Titania, and her loyal servant, which is a Spriggan, honestly. And
that's literally his name too.
Yeah, his name is literally a Spriggan. They were just like, yo, no, he doesn't have one. But at the time, I believe Simon was there with Elias, and there was quite a interesting interaction there, where she was like, those who things like worship an unorthodox god or something like that can't be here, and she just immediately was just like, get out of my face.
Yeah, and then
and sent him away.
Orthodox was, and I said Jewish. We'll see where my answer was wrong. Real talk though, like that right there with her doing that to him, and also when we were first had him over and Silver started like protecting Chise from him, I don't really trust him.
Yeah, neither. You know, I noticed that, but I didn't like want to like point it out immediately. But it's really weird. Also, her husband's wholesome as shit. Also, I hit the name right on the nose.
Oberon?
Yeah. I was joking. Cause me being like, I play a lot of Warframe.
Why'd you get so sad all of a sudden?
Because there's a lot of hours in that game.
I guess suddenly remembered how much time was wasted.
And these two frames are closely related. You know, Queen of the Fairies to Tanya, and then King of the Fairies, which is Oberon. They're quite different, but I was just like joking. I was like, "What is her husband's name? Fucking Oberon." Fucking Oberon appears, and I was like, "Oh."
Literally, as we were watching it, you just, oh. Also,
but
she's Titania, Queen of the Fairies, and then like if anyone watches Fairy Tale, have Ezra, Scarlet, Queen of the Fairies, Titania, voiced by the same voice actor.
Oh,
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm still upset that he's not voiced by Vic Mignogna in the English dub, but I understand why. But that is such a Vic Mignogna character.
And they're basically just really... Even she knew that Chise was Elias's bride. And I was just like, how does she know? Like we haven't seen her before till now.
Bro, I'm telling you, it's the Fae. They go around talking shit and she's the queen. My queen, I have a message.
that Thorn mage, he brought somebody home.
She pretty? I mean, she aight.
So you gotta see it for yourself, and this episode fucking happened, and she's just like completely enthralled by Chise. And Oberon was just being that guy.
Yeah, you notice that Chise gets knocked out like a lot.
Yeah,
she's burning through the mana, magic, whatever you want to call it.
Mana.
But like she's just constantly asleep. She's basically Sleeping Beauty with red hair. Wait, isn't that an anime?
I believe so, yeah. Yeah. I haven't watched it yet.
Maybe next week.
But they spent some time, you know, together, and basically they just kind of spent some time in the forest together, you know, having their talk, you know. Apparently Elias and Titania know each other pretty well. Like this isn't like their first meeting at all. And I'd also assume that like anyone that calls like Elias like Thorn Mage or like Mage of the Thorns is not the first time meeting kind of thing.
No.
So that's just that's really much it. It's just kind of them hanging out in the
major
first
stuff
server.
that happens right there.
That's where our 6 episode walkthrough kind of end.
Yeah. We can like sum up a couple things that happen afterwards.
The dad.
The dog.
He gets a puppo.
Look at that. And the dog.
The dad.
And the dude. Remember what his name was? Not the name she gave him. Fuck
Hold
if I
on.
know.
Hold on. It's somewhere. I need a second.
Ricky Martin. Terrence. Felipe. Joel Santana.
All right. I'll go with the. It's like Ulysses, or
Ulysses.
yeah, something like that.
So he has like a civil rights name, and I don't want to, go into details about the episode, but this dog and this man are the same person. Transforms, becomes Chisei's familiar, and she has the opportunity to name him. I'm not happy with that though. I'm gonna be completely honest. Gets a cool, intimidating familiar, names him.
Yeah.
How the fuck would they let her do that?
Like, okay, it's remember how you said that like most of the things have like it would just be qualified as a fairy or a fae. His is actually just church grim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's like the next episode, it's like I'm still getting used to being a fairy. Because he thought he was human.
Right. Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, like
So he's a fairy subcategory church grim. It's like what the fuck?
Well, what can we say? We can't stop it.
Can't stop, won't stop. Let's go. I enjoyed it though. It was a nice anime. I was very worried that there was gonna be like really emotional parts, and there were parts that were emotional, especially like when we learned about Chisei's past and like her parents and everything. But it never got like to the point that I'm like, I have to take a break. I can't do this right now.
Yeah.
It was mainly comfy. Yeah, that's probably the best way to put it. It was a comfy anime. And like shit would happen, and we had two reactions when like things would drop down. We were like, oh, like hype, or like, oh.
Like it's definitely on the lighthearted side.
Yeah, I still feel like there's gonna be some bombs that drop. But
Perhaps.
yeah, but I did enjoy what we did see. We didn't finish it, but we definitely went past the 5 episode mark. That's what, like 13 or something?
Yeah, we're on 13 now. So I want to finish this though.
I think
it's like 24 or so. It's something like that. I want to finish it. It's really good, and I'd really enjoy this.
Yeah, I'd give it a solid 8 out of 10.
I can agree.
Yeah.
Nice. I can give it an 8. I am looking forward to more. Whatever it has in store.
See that?
Renford. This guy has strange taste. The fancy sip too. Why do I feel like I'm also insulted? I mean, I think this is just beautiful. Is this for sale? Oh man, not this mean format. Oh no. Also, I have a correct a correct age for Chisei. 16.
Never mind. I'll stay in my lane over here. And I have this. Do you smoke? Every time I get disrespected, your lungs are in perfect health. Smile.
There's something about her. I don't know what it is, but she's just very wholesome.
I do know what it is.
Oh.
And I'm just like, I love her.
But I think I was right with the Victorian age Victorian maid outfit.
Uh-huh.
So now I don't know what time it is, like in the anime.
8:30.
No, no. But the time period in the anime,
Yeah, because everything looks super old and
everything looks modern
Just walking around in jeans and t-shirt
and fucking hoodies.
Huh?
So now I know that we're, yeah, something's definitely up her. It's not a bad thing, but I do want to find out.
Like, I didn't go in full into depth. I think she has some bad stuff that happened, but she's just sweet. I like her. She's cute.
I agree.
Now, anything you wanted to talk about before I bring in our next topic?
Go watch this shit.
Yeah, I agree. Go watch this. It was nice. Is that all?
Yeah.
Alright.
That's all I got.
So, you know, last time I had a choice. I had us watch girls committing murder.
Higurashi,
And then like you've been doing like the emotional punches lately. I don't really know what this is, to be honest.
You're scaring me.
No, I just saw like a clip of something, and I was like, I kind of want to watch that. I want to see what the fuck that was about. So we're gonna watch it, and it's called "Oh Maidens in Your Savage Season." It looks kind of cute, kind of funny, kind of weird. Hopefully, it's just a normal like cute girls doing cute shit type of anime. I think there's some like ecchi stuff. It's based on the clip I saw. You heard of this before?
No.
Right.
Oh, something else I'm completely blind to.
Yeah, let's go. I'm finding like the blind watch alongs to be more fun.
Yeah.
Like it's cool to like have like, say for example, if I chose like, we're gonna watch something that I've seen a million times and like to see your reactions. Like that's always fun, but it's cool to get like the group reaction. Be like, oh my god.
All right. I mean, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I just from the title alone.
Like from the clip I saw,
Looks like a classroom.
I was like, oh, what?
It's like Classroom Wars.
Classroom Wars.
Yeah. There's a bunch of flipped over desks and shit.
I wish when I was in school I would go around flipping desks.
Okay.
I'm graduating. I'm out this bitch. Just flip the teacher's desk.
What's the? Oh.
Teacher's still sitting there.
All right. Well, I'm just saying, go watch that shit.
Yeah, go watch Higurashi.
No, don't go watch that.
I mean,
not unless you're mentally prepared for.
It's fine.
That wasn't.
It's just cute girls doing cute shit.
We've been over this already.
Watch
I'm not getting defeated. But
watch
yeah,
Emergence.
watch.
Sorry. Don't watch Emergence. I'm sorry. Don't do that. Please, somebody.
Go watch go watch Ancient Magus Bride. And enjoy. And I will see you next week.
Yeah. Same place, same time, probably.
Pretty much the same time.
Yeah.
And congratulations on your debut.
Oh yeah. Yeah, my unofficial official debut.
Yeah.
like a test run, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. It was there. For anyone who's listening audio only, I had a VTuber model done, and it was here for the podcast, and it was like moving around and shit. So watch on YouTube. YouTube.com/Lizerville. Let's go.
Bye bye.
Bye.